Graeme, thanks very much for joining us.
No problem at all.
In terms of where you are at the moment, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Gradually getting better and better. Feel like I'm almost getting there, to be honest, in terms of fitness, and not just fitness because I've worked hard to get my fitness up, but actually match sharpness as well. Because if you are a player, they're totally two different things: being fit and being match fit. But I feel really good in myself. And hopefully, bit by bit, week by week, getting there eventually.
I mean, in terms of where you are now and where you expected to be, are you surprised how quickly you've come on? Or?
Yeah, I think the problem was with injury. It's such a strange injury. It's never happened before, so I didn't really know, and the surgeons didn't know what time I'd be back or how long it would take me to get back. But in terms of obviously the fact I've scored some goals and I've played some minutes, it's been a massive bonus just to be back and be amongst the lads this early on in the season. Obviously I took part in the first game of the season, and it's kind of beyond my wildest dreams that I was even just take part in that game.
How hard was it coming back? I mean, that sort of injury, and the way you got it, it wouldn't surprise people just to take it easy, but you threw yourself straight back in. Was that hard?
It was. It was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It was. I think the day I walked on the pitch against Whitby, it was probably one of the more difficult times I've ever had to step onto a pitch. It's psychological more than physical. That's the thing with it, and it took me time. It did take me to get a couple of whacks, a couple of knocks. But once you get those couple of knocks, that once it gets hit, and you're going to be all right. So you've just got to. The psychological element of it is you've just got to kind of take those knocks and kind of get back to the way I play, which is unfortunately for me is kind of a physical type of game I play anyway. But other than that, I feel fine now. I'm good.
I guess it's one of those things. It was such a freak occurrence, the injury, that what are the odds of it happening again, really?
Well, that's the same thing. I played football for 20 plus years now, and I've run into keepers, and it was just such an unfortunate incident in terms of how hard the keeper's hit me, the angle he's hit me at, and where he's actually hit me. It's just forced my pancreas up against my spine. Again, it's like a 1 in a million, and so like you say, it doesn't matter what I do now. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, it'll never happen again. It might never happen in football again. So it's just like you say, an unfortunate incident.
In terms of the season so far, it's a defeat today, but generally been quite positive in a high division.
Well, that's the thing. We were always going to step up, and it was always going to be more difficult. We knew that. Every game's going to be a battle. Even when we played Ramsbottom here at home and we won 2-1, it was a very difficult game. You take that, you stick together and you move on. But there are going to be times when things just don't go your way, and I felt that today. Things just didn't maybe get the run of the green. But again, you move on to next Saturday, with a positive mindset and go to win the game.
I mean, a fair few of the lads haven't played at this level before. You obviously have with Whitby Town. What's the main difference, do you think?
I think teams are a lot more organised. I think physically they're bigger and stronger. But the key thing is the organisation of teams. And if you make mistakes, teams in this level are a lot more clinical and take the chances. And again, because the better sides, once they get ahead, they play, the ex-professionals all down at this level are very clever about, and they manage to hang on to the wins at the end. But again, we will be at the top end of this team, coming to the end of the table. We are one of the strongest teams with one of the strongest squads in this league. So again, we stick together and we move on to next week.
In terms of you said there being punished for the odd few mistakes that you made, it was probably that case today. I mean, there wasn't much in the game, was there really?
There was nothing in the game at all. We know probably today we weren't at our best, and I think a few lads would be honest about that, but we can be a lot better than that, and we have been. However, it was a soft penalty, I thought, the way it went, and once they scored that, they held on to it and they shut up shop, and they did, they went and got 3 points, and fair play to them. But that's the thing, just one individual mistake in any game can make the difference.
Finally, now you've got, I think, 2 away games. It's just a case of regrouping and trying to get back on track, isn't it now?
Absolutely, absolutely. We stick together. We go and train again twice this week, get all the lads in, and we have done and we will bounce back again and again from getting beat. It's not a problem to us. We've reacted again, and we always react well from defeats. Okay, and we'll do that again over the next 2 games.